Hi, we're in room 5, the main room of the museum, and this is a case to depict the silk industry. In the 1850s, 60s, Brigham Young wanted women to have a way to make money, and he was instrumental in getting a cottage industry of making silk fabric started. So in St. George, the women would get the silkworms and grow them. The silkworms only live on mulberry tree leaves. So many mulberry trees were planted here in order to feed the silkworms. The silkworms, once they form the cocoon, they last for about 14 days, and then the worm begins to break out of the cocoon. The key is you have to immediately immerse them into boiling hot water so that it prevents the worm from breaking all of the silk thread and kills the worm. And then they can unravel the silk. They keep a few back because they need to have them reproduce and make more silkworms. But this raw silk skein is how it would be unraveled. The twiners down below, or spinners, are how they would wind the silk from each cocoon. One cocoon can have up to 2 miles of silk thread. This is just looking what the skeins will look like, and then it is refined. Each filament is so fine and thin, less than the width of a human hair. So it takes 40 to 50 threads spun together to make thread large enough to weave into fabric, or embroidery thread that can be used for handwork. Knowing that about how hard it is to make fabric from silk, this beautiful navy dress was made by Anne Cannon Woodbury, and she raised the silkworms and made sure that there was enough thread to create fabric. The original intent was she was going to make a suit for her husband. And then after all the work that she went into raising it and making the silk fabric, she decided that she was going to keep it for herself and make it a dress. So she took it to the cotton factory, and there were several people involved in creating this dress. It was woven by a man named Holt, and the dress was made by Jean Coates in about 1890, and the crocheted collar was made by Emily Formaster. And it had the hat that goes with it and the leather shoes, and she wore this outfit often, and it's a very heavy, thick silk dress. This silk dress was made and worn by Olive Pixton Eardley as a wedding dress in 1903. This again is a representation of silk that was made here in St. George.